Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Former MotoGP world champion Casey Stoner has finally spoken out about Yamaha's ambitious move to develop their latest V4 engine. The engine was recently tested behind closed doors at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona and has become a major talking point in the MotoGP paddock. In a brief interview, Stoner expressed interest in the technical direction Yamaha is now taking. They're finally trying something that has long been the main weapon of their rivals. A V4 engine isn't just about power, it's also about character and how the bike transfers power to the asphalt, Stoner said. Stoner, known as one of the most sensitive riders when it comes to motorcycle performance, also noted that Yamaha's decision to switch from an inline-4 configuration to a V4 is a major step that was long overdue but necessary. If Yamaha is serious about competing with Ducati and KTM, now is the time. But don't expect instant results. A V4 isn't just about changing the engine, the entire technical approach must also change, he added. Yamaha's V4 engine reportedly produces a much more aggressive sound, and initial testing in Catalunya showed promising performance. Internal sources mentioned that Fabio Quartararo and test rider Cal Crutchlow provided positive feedback, though there's still much to refine, particularly in terms of acceleration out of corners and stability during braking. Stoner's comments have drawn attention because he is known for being highly critical of technological evolution in MotoGP. When he offers praise or warnings, there is usually significant weight behind them. In other news, the two-time MotoGP world champion is known for his exceptional technical acumen, and his comments are often seen as a barometer of technological development in the racing world. In his recent statement, Stoner admitted he was both curious and intrigued by Yamaha's decision to finally step out of their comfort zone. For years, Yamaha had its own philosophy about their bikes. But the world of MotoGP has changed. Ducati with their V4, KTM too. Yamaha finally realized that to catch up, they had to change the most fundamental aspect, the engine, said Stoner. Stoner acknowledged that the transition from an inline-4 engine to a V4 is no small matter. He described this move as a comprehensive change that will affect the motorcycle's character entirely, from weight distribution, throttle response, to stability during hard braking. The V4 offers advantages in power delivery and aerodynamics, but it will take years to truly understand how to maximize it. If Yamaha thinks this will be a quick fix, they're way off, he added. Yamaha's V4 engine reportedly showed initial positive potential during testing in Catalunya. Its sound was described as more full-bodied, deep, and aggressive, a hallmark of V4 engines like those from Ducati and Aprilia. Yamaha test rider Cal Crutchlow was reportedly the main rider testing the engine, accompanied by intensive technical data collection. Some leaks from within the team suggest that Fabio Quartararo has also tested the engine in a few limited laps, and although it's not final yet, he expressed optimism. Finally, Yamaha is listening. But the road is still long. Stoner also added that this change will require a shift in racing style and technical approach from Yamaha riders themselves. When I moved from Honda to Ducati, I knew how complex it was to adapt my racing style to the characteristics of the V4 engine. It's not just about engine RPM or peak power, it's about how the bike responds in every phase of the race. Stoner's comments are significant amid the public's high expectations for Yamaha, which has long awaited a major technological update. Since the era of Jorge Lorenzo and Valentino Rossi's dominance ended, Yamaha has struggled to compete consistently with rivals like Ducati and KTM, who have been more aggressive in technical development. With Casey Stoner voicing his opinion, the pressure on Yamaha could intensify. The public now awaits. Will this V4 project become a revolutionary weapon, or just an expensive experiment that came too late? In a new interview that has shocked the MotoGP paddock, Marc Marquez's technical chief at Ducati Lenovo team, Marco Rigamonti, has revealed the key secret behind the 8-time world champion's incredible form. Rigamonti said that Marquez could become unbeatable if he could master one crucial technical aspect of the Ducati Desmosedici. According to Rigamonti, the key to Ducati's performance lies not only in the power of the V4 engine or the advanced aero system, but also in total mastery of the bike's electronics and traction management, which are very sensitive to Marquez's aggressive riding style. Marc is a very instinctive rider. He has guts and an incredible natural technique. But to really dominate with the Ducati, he has to be able to be at one with the bike's electronics. If that happens, I'm sure no one can stop him, said Rigamonti. Marc Marquez himself has shown signs of rapid adaptation since joining Ducati. Even in several tests, his time records have approached other top Ducati riders such as Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin. However, Marquez's biggest challenge, according to Rigamonti, is not only about speed, but how he can change his racing style to be fully compatible with the electronic characteristics of the Desmosedici, especially in terms of braking and acceleration out of corners. If he can master that, he will be a monster on the track. Even Pecco has to be careful, added Rigamonti with a smile. The statement from this experienced technical chief is certainly a highlight in the midst of an increasingly hot season, especially with Marquez's performance starting to stabilize in the front row. In other information, Marc is very fast now, but I believe that is not his full potential, said Rigamonti. He has not yet fully integrated with the Ducati electronics. When the day comes when he fully understands and integrates with the electronics and traction management of the bike, then he will be unbeatable. Ducati technology, strengths and challenges. The Ducati Desmosedici is known as one of the most advanced bikes on the MotoGP grid. The combination of a brutal V4 engine, complex aerodynamics, and highly sensitive electronics make it the most lethal weapon, but also the most demanding to adapt to. This bike cannot be conquered by just courage, explained Rigamonti. It takes precision, patience, and intelligence to understand how to work with traction control, engine braking, and power mapping. And Marquez, so far, has been used to fighting the bike. But you can't fight the Ducati, you have to embrace it. Marquez's racing style, the biggest challenge. Marc Marquez has been known for years as a rider who relies on instinct, extreme courage, and complete control over the tire's grip limit. However, Rigamonti explained that this approach does not always fit Ducati's character. If Marquez is able to restrain himself from being too aggressive in the early stages of the corner, then play the throttle smoothly like Pecco Bagnaia does, then he will be very difficult to beat, said Rigamonti. He is already on that track, it's just a matter of time. Marquez's development, fast and threatening. In the last few series, Marquez has begun to show extraordinary consistency. In fact, in practice and qualifying sessions, he has been the fastest Ducati rider several times. Although he has not won, the signals shown are very strong. He only needs one win. After that, I am sure he will enter an unstoppable mode, continued Rigamonti. With his performance continuing to improve and his technical understanding increasingly mature, many are starting to predict that Marquez will be a strong candidate for world champion next season, even if he is not currently at the top of the standings. Conclusion: a real threat to all riders. This statement from Marco Rigamonti is not only a warning to other Ducati riders such as Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin, but also to all competing teams. If Marquez is truly able to tame the Desmosedicis electronic system completely, then Ducati's dominance could turn into a new Marquez dominance. The question now is, when will that time come? Will it happen in the second half of this season? Or next year? One thing is for sure, Marc Marquez has not shown all his cards. And the MotoGP world may not be ready when he does.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about. Have your fucking cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. Bitch, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me.